Today I'm going to talk to you about shooting with both eyes open. When you shoot with both eyes open, especially in the military, you need to be able to see what's going on to the left side. It's really important. Plus you have depth of field. You can at least simulate because you've got both eyes triangulating on a target, and you can have somewhat of an idea of how far that target is. So it really is advantageous to be able to shoot, especially in a military or a police situation, with both eyes open. Now, normally when you shoot with both eyes open, you have two front sights, and your front sights interfere. You've got one with your shooting eye, and then you have the image on the right hand side, which is really your left eye, and it's just a secondary image out there. And what I've designed is an occluder that fits about halfway down the barrel on a Picatinny rail. And what the occluder does is it blocks out that second image. So your brain only has to deal with one front sight. So when you come up to shoot, you automatically have one front sight, and you have that block on the other side. And because it's at a different distance, here's your front sight and here's the occluder, your brain doesn't have to deal with that depth. It automatically knows that it's looking at one front sight. It only sees one image out there at that distance. So it works very well. It should be on every M16 with an iron sight, and it could save your life. So it's an excellent product. It's only going to be about $29, and it should just revolutionize shooting with iron sights. If you use optics, there are some optics that it would even help because it would get rid of that second image of that front sight when you come up with those optics. So if you have a low power or no power optics like an aim point, then it would even help in that situation as well. So I'll show you what it does. I've got it lined up here, and I'll raise this up and I'll zoom this in. You can see your front sight right there, and you know that when you bring her down to the peep, you want a normal alignment with your peep. Just square it away just a touch. So virtually your right eye sees this, except you're going to be closer than the camera can do, so you're going to see it more like that. And you bring it right down in, and that's your image. Now when you go over to your left eye, and I wish I had two cameras set up where you could see both, but virtually your left eye, instead of seeing a second image like it would see there, it goes over to like this, and it's occluded. So you don't see a second sight image on the front of your barrel. Instead, the occluder, which is halfway down the barrel, which is no different than the side of your gun or anything, it occludes at that distance. So your brain's dealing with one front sight at the same distance, and instead of having two. When you look at this sight picture, just imagine you're in a battlefield and you need to shoot with both eyes open, and it's not only it does occlude that eye, but it's also comfortable, so that when you come up, your brain just deals with the one image. And with any amount of training, you're going to get better and better at doing this without even having to ignore what's going on the left side with your left eye. So it gives you acquisition of target faster, and could save your life in a military situation because you can see the whole field. You have depth of field. You can tell how far something is, at least better than you can with just one eye. So thank you very much. I want to see this on all the M16s and AR-15s in the world. Thank you.